So here is the massive scoop right at the top. Dr. Mark is taking over. Yes, you heard me. Dr. Mark is going to replace Dr. Rolf as EJ's new resident mad scientist, the new genius of bringing people back from the dead. And word on the street, Mark is going to be even better than Rolf. Like a total prodigy at the whole resurrection game. Move over, Rolf. Mark is the new king of the Salem zombie factory. So let's just break this all down, because it is a lot and my brain is mush, but we need to talk about it. This week on Days, we see Dr. Rolf coming back to Salem, but it isn't to start a new crazy project. Nope. He is back to say goodbye to EJ. Rolf is done. He is hanging up his lab coat. He told EJ he wants absolutely nothing to do with raising the dead anymore. The man is tired. He just wants to rest. Honestly, good for him. I mean, how many DiMeras can one man bring back to life before he just needs a vacation in Florida? It has to be exhausting. Always working in secret underground labs. Always dealing with serums and glowing needles. Rolf is out. But, and this is a huge but, what about EJ? Does EJ ever just let things go? Does he learn his lesson? Absolutely not. EJ DiMera is not a guy who just accepts death. Death is basically just a minor inconvenience for this family. So EJ needs a new crazy scientist. A new guy in training to take over the family business of cheating the Grim Reaper. And that brings us to the pods. Oh man, the pods. Let's talk about that recent episode. We saw Rolf in his weird secret lab, and he was standing there talking to 3 life-size green pods, 3 strangers inside. We couldn't even see who they were. Just glowing green light everywhere. And Rolf looks at them and says, "Rest in peace." Then he shuts off the lab lights and just walks out. But wait, the pods were still glowing. The green light was still on. So he didn't pull the plug. He just left them plugged into the wall. I am telling you guys right now, when Rolf said rest in peace, he did not mean they were dead. He meant literally, rest in peace inside your little green tube. Take a nap, chill out. The juice is still flowing. Those 3 people are alive, or half alive, whatever you call it in Salem. So the fans are going crazy. My Twitter mentions are a total disaster right now. Everyone is asking the same thing. Is EJ going to hire someone new to wake those 3 people up? Yes. Yes, he is. Enter Dr. Mark Greene, because EJ knows Rolf is out of the zombie business. So EJ is going to recruit Mark. Mark is going to be the new official mad scientist, the head of Resurrection. Think about it. It makes total sense. Mark has history here. He was already working with Rolf in that creepy secret lab. He was the one doing the grunt work, testing out the crazy serums on lab rats. Remember the Versix? Mark was mixing the Versix with the resurrection serum and shooting it into rats. He knows the formula. He knows how the machines work. He is young. He is hungry. And EJ is going to use that. So EJ will just tell Mark to keep the experiments going. Keep the rats alive. Keep the green pods glowing. At least until EJ or maybe Rita can talk Rolf into coming back. Though I really think Rolf is gone for good this time. Which means Mark is holding the bag. But this is where it gets really messy. Because Mark is already in way over his head. Mark is Cat Greene's brother. And Mark is trying really hard to just be a normal guy and stay out of trouble. Which is hilarious because he is currently on probation. Why? Oh, just because he tried to kill Chad? You know, normal, everyday stuff. He tried to murder Chad, got caught, got probation, and now he is just trying to lay low. And Mark needs money. He and Kat are just trying to scrape by. They are trying to pay for college. Mark just wants a normal job at the hospital. But working for a DiMera, working in the secret underground zombie lab, that is the exact opposite of staying out of trouble. Being EJ's new doctor, Frankenstein is going to drag Mark right down into the darkest parts of the DiMera underworld. And here's the kicker. Mark's normal day job is in serious danger anyway. Let's talk about Gwen Rizchek, because Gwen is always plotting something. Emily O'Brien is just killing it in this role, by the way. But anyway, Gwen wants to buy the hospital. She wants to take it right out of EJ's hands. She wants to be the boss. And if Gwen takes over the hospital, she is going to clean house. She knows EJ has secret people working for him. She knows EJ uses the hospital for his own shady DiMera business. And Gwen is not going to put up with that. She will not want anyone on the staff who is secretly working for EJ. So Gwen will fire Mark. It is almost a guarantee. She will take one look at his file, see his ties to EJ, see the probation for the whole trying to kill Chad thing, and she will toss him right out the front door. But EJ is always 10 steps ahead. EJ already made a promise. He promised Kat Greene that he would look out for her brother. He promised Kat that if Mark ever got fired from the hospital, EJ would keep him on the DiMera payroll. EJ is basically Mark's sugar daddy at this point. So what happens when Gwen kicks Mark out? Simple. EJ just moves the whole operation. EJ has infinite money. He has 1 million companies, so he will just take those 3 glowing green pods, pack them up in a moving truck in the middle of the night, and move them over to some DiMera pharmaceutical company across town, out of Gwen's reach, out of the hospital. And Mark goes with them. Mark gets a brand new lab, better equipment, no hospital board breathing down his neck, no Gwen snooping around, just Mark, his lab rats, the Versix serum, and 3 mysterious sleeping strangers in green tubes. This is huge, guys. It shifts the whole power dynamic in Salem. Rolf was a classic. We all love Rolf. The crazy hair, the weird accent, the absolute devotion to Stefano, but Rolf was getting old. His methods were old. Mark is the new blood. Literally, Mark is going to bring modern science into the DiMera resurrection game. That is why they are hinting he will be better than Rolf. Mark probably understands genetics and modern chemistry in a way Rolf never did. I am just typing as fast as I can think right now. My coffee is cold, but think about the drama. Chad is walking around Salem, the guy Mark tried to kill, and now Mark is being funded by EJ, protected by EJ, given a super secret lab by EJ. Chad is going to flip out when he finds out. The Greene family is going to be right in the middle of a massive DiMera war. And Kat, poor Kat, she just wants her brother to be safe. She made EJ promise to protect him, but EJ's version of protection is turning you into a supervillain's henchman. That is not going to end well. So many questions. Who is in the pods? Are they old characters? New actors playing old characters? Dead villains? Dead heroes? If Mark wakes them up, are they going to be normal, or are they going to be mind-controlled zombies like Rolf used to make? Because Mark was messing with that Versix stuff, and Versix messes with the brain. If you mix the life-giving serum with a brain-altering drug, you don't just wake up a dead person. You wake up a dead person who does whatever you say. EJ wants an army, or he wants leverage, and Dr. Mark Greene is going to build it for him. I seriously can't wait to see how this plays out. Dan Forregal as EJ is just so good when he is being evil and manipulative. The way he probably just looks at Mark, this desperate kid on probation trying to pay for college, and just reels him in. It is classic DiMera stuff. Okay, I need to wrap this up before my laptop dies. I forgot my charger at the office. Typical. So, to summarize my massive rambling brain dump, Rolf is out. Goodbye, Richard Wharton. You were amazing. Mark is in. Get ready for Dr. Mark Greene to be the smartest, craziest, most dangerous scientist in Salem history. Gwen is probably going to buy the hospital and fire Mark. But EJ will just move the secret zombie lab to a DiMera warehouse. The 3 people in the pods are still alive. And Mark is going to be the one to wake them up. Keep watching the show. I will be back tomorrow with more spoilers. Probably after I sleep for 12 hours. Let me know in the comments who you think is in those green pods. Seriously, tweet at me. I need theories. Okay, hitting publish now. Bye.